what you're reading is true. It's exactly what we're going to talk about tonight. Starting with the international child sex trafficking ring in the Bay of Islands. And this is a true story. My name's Carleen, and this is my darling. And our story starts back in January of this year. Was January? January. It was just after my granddad passed away. We came back from the funeral, which was on the 12th of January, I think we buried him. So it was like that night we had a visit from a young girl that we both know who come over to ask us if we would take her family in, as they were about to move out of their house and they had nowhere else to go. And the day she came to see us, they had one day left to find somewhere to live. We had a big beautiful home in Opua. Both our kids were gone, and we couldn't help but "Hama bebe." We couldn't help but say yes and take them in. A beautiful family. Dad, mum, daughter, and 3 boys under 12. 2 of the boys both have autism as well as ADHD. And it was the right thing for us to do, to take them in. So we rearranged our home to accommodate everybody, and we were happy to do that, because at least they had somewhere to go.
So the day that they moved in, there was another guy helping them, and we knew that guy. He had a job in town, and we thought, cool, what a cool guy helping this family move into this house and support these fellas. But then after they moved in, he just didn't leave, and he ended up staying the night, and actually stayed in the teenage daughter's bedroom, which we thought was odd. So we left her, and the next night...
No, we talked to...
We talked to each other about it.
And we talked to the mum and the daughter about the situation, and that we were uncomfortable with it.
Yeah.
But they made us comfortable with the situation.
Because he was apparently like the counsellor and the support and helping them with food and stuff like that. Then what happened?
And then things just went on, because we were both working full-time. We didn't want to be a part of the family as such, because we had our own life, and so we had our room, which we made our little home, and we left the rest of our home, big home, to this family to just be. And for however long they needed a place to stay, we were happy to have them. And they were actively looking for somewhere, but they had lost the tenancy tribunal had apparently lost their bond. So they had no finance available for them to have a bond for another house if a house became available for them. So we said, look, we'll give it a month and we'll go from there and see if anything pans out for you fellas. But until then, you fellas just make yourself at home. You be a family in our home. And, you know, we'll all interact at certain points, because I fell in love with the kids. Absolutely fell in love with their kids. Just like, awesome. Still in love with their kids. We still are in each other's lives and rah, rah, rah. Anyway, but this guy was with them. And it just, when you know, you know. When you know something's not right, when you know a person's not right, you just know. And I knew the day I met this man because he walked into my job for a job as a bouncer, and my boss gave him a trial. And the next shift after his trial, my boss said, you know, what do you think? And I said, no good. He's no good. I can't explain why. He's just no good. But my bar manager, duty manager at the time, said, oh, no, he's great. He can sell ice to Eskimos. And I'm just like, who am I? I just started there. And this was last November, I think he came in. And then, yeah, he walked in with this family in January. And then around Amy's birthday,
we went away.
And before we left, I said to the family, I don't like this situation. When we come back, it needs to change. He needs to go and find him somewhere else to live. Because I'm not comfortable anymore with the sleeping arrangement. And I saw this teenage girl start deteriorating in her being and in her actions and in her speaking, and I know what that's like. I know what that is, and it scared me and it worried me. So me and Amy talked about it over and over again. So we spoke to the parents before we went away for Amy's birthday, and we were gone for 3 or 4 days. And we came back from our holiday, and it hadn't changed. The situation hadn't changed. So that was a Tuesday we came home. So Amy's birthday was I think it was like the 12th. I think it was like the 12th we got home. And that was a Tuesday. Wednesday and Thursday night we have karaoke in our town, in Paihia. So we went out, it was actually during the day on the Wednesday, which would have been the 13th of February. I was in town, and a mutual friend of ours came up to me and goes, hey, is staying at your house? And I was like, fuck yeah. I hate it. I don't want him there, and I need to find a way to get rid of him. And he's like, well, he owes some money, and he owes me some stuff for getting some stuff. And I'm like, oh, that's none of my business. And he goes, no, you don't understand. My boss, who's not a very nice man, is ready to come to your house and get what he's owed. You do not threaten to come in my home. No one threatens to come in my home. And when our friend, he was our friend, that's none of my business, but when he threatened to bring it into my home, and the danger that was going to put my partner in, this family in, there's a 15-year-old, a 12-year-old, a 9-year-old, and a 6-year-old in our house. And there was no way I was going to let anyone, gangster or not, come into my home and threaten anyone in there. So I spoke to Amy about it, and everything was just building up. This is over a month. Over the course of a month, started building up, and I was just getting, no. I need more to get this fella out, because if he's doing what I think he's doing, we need to help this girl, because I know there's something wrong. And the mental breakdown for a child in a situation that I believe she was in, it's devastating. And I wanted to make sure that how we went about things, she was our main point of care, to make sure that her mental health and her physical health was going to be okay with how we dealt with things. So me being me, I came home this Wednesday night,